What is going on, everyone? My name's iKmRni. Thank you so much for clicking on today's Mail Monday video, the weekly series where I answer your guys' questions. If you would like to get your question answered in next week's video, be sure to leave a comment down below. I'll be sure to answer it in the next week's video. Guys, before we get straight into the video, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor by clicking the red subscribe button right below the video, and don't forget to click the like button too. So for the first question, we got it from Jacob Phillips. List the Uncharted games from least favorite to favorite. Okay, so coming in the last place would have to be Uncharted 1. Not that it's a bad game, but it's just not the most exciting and not the most breathtaking in my personal opinion. Although it was pretty awesome when it first came out, when you compare it to the rest of the games, it doesn't really hold up. Some of the mechanics are a little dated, but although with the remastered editions, they do look pretty good, it's still one of my least favorite Uncharted games, but still much better than most games out there, because quite lackluster in quality when it comes to gaming online. But next would have to be, for third place, it's gonna go to Uncharted 3. It was kind of a disappointment, you know. They made it seem like that was gonna be the last story of Nathan Drake, and I didn't like how it ended up, and it didn't have the huge impact in it. And I didn't really like Kuttner either. Some of the storyline was kind of it was a good game overall, but it's not up there with the greats. Better than Uncharted 1. But number 2 would have to go to Uncharted 4. Now that's an awesome game. The way they ended it was spectacular. The ending was so amazing. The graphics, the detail, the gameplay, the characters, the storyline, all of it was perfect. It's pretty much a 10 out of 10 game, and you can't really get better than that. But if you were to get better, it would have to go to Uncharted 2. Now this game, it has a lot to do with when it came out, and I wasn't expecting it all. I played Uncharted 1 after 2, maybe that's the reason why I don't prefer it that high up, but Uncharted 2 came out right when the PlayStation Network came down that's when I played it, when the PlayStation Network came down during the Modern Warfare 2 era. So I wasn't playing Call of Duty, even though that's pretty much all I played was multiplayer Call of Duty games, and since we didn't have online, I thought I'll pick up Uncharted 2. And my god, when the game opens up and you see Nathan Drake on the train, that's when this game was amazing. That's when I knew I found something spectacular. And little did I know, it was the same developers that made Crash Bandicoot, the childhood game that I played back on the PlayStation 1. So nice kind of big circle we came around back to Naughty Dog. Next question we got coming from Zach. What is your most anticipated game that is announced or rumored about? Okay, so most anticipated game would have to be Modern Warfare Remastered, just because the game is awesome and I can't wait to play Call of Duty 4. Oh, the memories. I remember pretty much almost failing high school because of that game. 75 plus days played in it. Call of Duty 4 was one of those games that changed my life, and I'm sure everybody has their own game where it was like that. You know, a lot of the older people, Doom, Counter-Strike, Call of Duty 4 was mine. Next we got Jose Salazar. It's Hookah Dude on PSN. You guys probably should know Hookah Dude from the Minecraft Let's Play and a bunch of other stuff that we played together. Bro, my question is, will the PS4 have the ability to have an external hard drive other than USB sticks, like a big hard drive via USB port? I don't know why the PlayStation does not have this. The PS3 had this. The main problem that I have with the PS4 is basically it didn't carry over all the cool features that the PlayStation 3 did. The PS3 and the PS4 are complete opposite consoles. When the PS3 first came out, it was a multimedia hub that did everything, and the Xbox 360 was the gaming console. Now, they kind of came even at the end of it, where both consoles were basically multimedia hubs that played video games too, but when the PS4 came out, it was marketed as a gaming console, and the Xbox One was marketed as a multimedia hub. And they took away a bunch of the multimedia functions that the PS3 had over on the PS4, such as the external hard drive and many different formats of videos that you could play. Will they ever bring it back? I don't think so. I don't even think they care about it all. Right now, all they care about is all the money they're making, because they're getting so much profit from the PlayStation 4 console being so successful, easily doubling the Xbox One in total sales. If we scream and shout loud enough, maybe they'll put in, but I'm eventually hoping that we get a total overhaul of the UI system and a bunch of new features added. But we have to remember, this is Sony, and they are kind of lackluster when it comes to supporting their consoles and pretty much everything else that they do at the same time. Like, look what happened to their PC division. Didn't quite turn out too well, did it? Next question is coming from an average gamer. Who's your favorite gamer? And if you weren't doing YouTube, what would you do? Okay, my favorite gamer, now you have to remember, I'm from an old time of YouTube where Woody's Gamertag, Blame Truth, XCal, FPS Russia, Wings of Redemption, those were the best players. Now it's kind of like Nadeshot and some random FaZe member that I don't even know. I don't really keep up with gamers these days. I more keep up with entertainers, but if I was to watch a gameplay video, who it would be go to? for like guess the best tips and tricks, it'd have to be Ronaldinho1224, not the soccer player, but the YouTuber who barely uploads. That guy seems one of the old school YouTubers, but xCal still plays. Every once in a while he puts some Call of Duty content, and you can see why he's one of the best. He just casually talks and destroys people all of the time. He's one of the players I strive to be. You know, I like to play rushing, but overall it's all about the win. If we're playing a domination game and I'm one off a nuclear, I got no problem getting on that flag to make sure we win the game. If I wasn't doing YouTube, well, YouTube is a full-time job for me as well, but it's not my only job. I do have another full-time job. Basically, I'm a marketing manager. That's all I'll get into, but I don't make enough money from YouTube to have this as a full-time. Maybe one day I could do that. I'm trying to grow the channel as fast as possible and get as much subscribers, and hopefully you guys enjoying the content. I'm really pushing it hard right now. 2 videos every day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and there's a lot of support, a lot of comments. People are being more active on the channel. It's really looking great. So hopefully we can keep it going up, and someday YouTube could be a viable job. As of right now, it's better stick with my full-time job for now. Well, that's everything for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to click the red subscribe button, and as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video.